Hello, everyone, and welcome to what is actually going to be called Fancaste 17. I'm your host, Brain Muffin, and tonight we have something a little bit different. On Saturday evening, 9 o'clock on Facebook, Kendo and I got on, and we were watching the Frankenthug online event till midnight. And he and I were drinking quite a bit, and we decided to record as soon as we were off, and we recorded for nearly 2 hours. We did bring Dan Kane in at one point. And we also got Nick on the line and Richard Tanner, who's also involved. I believe he's the writer of Frankenthug. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is really to promote Frankenthug. We did talk a little about WCBS episode 92, but not a whole lot, and we'll leave that. We'll try and get a better compliment this coming week, and we'll cover a couple episodes at once. And in honor of Frankenthug and Buck Short Productions, we have the lovely Danielle Page as our BBC of the week. She's in the thumbnail. She's an up-and-coming scream queen. She's quite talented. If you saw Strip Club Massacre, she was one of the better actors in that. And she's also in Frankenthug. And she also is a co-founder of Buck Short Productions. So she's quite a talented woman in more ways than one. So sit back and enjoy the unedited, uncut craziness that was the nearly 2 hours Fancast post Frankenthug.
Right now, I'm here at your cervix.
All right. Okay. Very awesome.
Fuck hogs.
Here we go. I'm recording. What? Oh no, I'm not recording. Shit. What are we? We're 17 and a half.
Oh.
I don't even know where we are.
I've been absent the last couple of weeks. I've been busy.
I did upload number 100 beer review. Fuck. Stop.
Yay.
So, here we go. And welcome to Fancaste.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Welcome to Fancast 16 and a half, where Kendo Slice and I are drunk off our butts, and we just watched, listened, and participated in the Frankenthug Facebook live stream, whatever they call it, and you guys missed an incredible time.
I'm liquor drunk.
And we did our best to make Nick irritated.
I did a very good job of doing that.
My name got mispronounced by, I think, everyone.
Yeah, Byron. You're Byron Lape. The evil twin of Brian Lape.
Oh,
you're both still anus.
What was the black guy's, the actor's name? Is he the Frankenthug? Is he the guy that plays the main lead?
I think so. I don't even know anymore.
I forget. But Humility Clothing. So
support him.
Yep. We'll put that in the description. Danielle, whom I've met, mispronounced my name, but, that was a long time ago when we were all drinking way too much that night.
She doesn't care about you. Move on.
I know. But that was the night I watched Dr. Phil do 3 shots of Jaeger, one right after the other, and then he went to the bathroom for 10 minutes.
Oh, fuck him, dude. I've drank like a fucking most of a bottle of Jaeger and was able to still play Perfect Dark with no problems. Ask my friend Ben. He can corroborate that story. Fuck you, Phil.
So, Frankenthug is Nick's new movie. And,
it is.
We'll put the link to their Indigo. I did put some money in there, and I've been refreshing, and it hasn't updated. So I guess it will update eventually.
Dude, it's cool. Mine either. I did $20 because that's all I could spare right now with the moving and shit. I sent $20 for the DVD and whatever other perks. I don't even care. I'd have gave him $500 if that's what sold.
Yep.
But
well, they're up to 100. Hey, it finally updated. They're up to $130 for backers.
Awesome.
So you and I are included in that.
For a quarter of that shit.
They talked about it's right here. So at the I forget the $1 level. If you're not at least donating $10, forget you. So
Dude,
I want
$20 you get the DVD and other shit.
$20 you get the DVD. I know you kept asking about a Blu-ray. It sounds like they may or may not. Nick said it was easy, but I bet you it's just cost at this point.
Probably. I know when we talked about making the World Class Bullshitters movie, the Who Killed Phil, a murder mystery, we've talked about putting on Blu-ray because Blu-ray, according to Nick, is harder to pirate.
Yep. Oh, it is. It's encrypted and a bunch of other crap.
Oh, shit. I got Dan Kane messaging me.
All right.
Keep going.
See if he can join. So, Kendo and I are beyond 3 sheets to the wind. The dogs are finally semi-behaving, although it's raining like a frickin' freight train outside, so my sinuses are driving me batshit crazy. So we haven't decided if we're going to talk about Frankenthug. I tell you what, this was the first time I've been involved with a Facebook Live thing. I know there was a stream on YouTube that was like semi-live, and then it wasn't. They had some glitches. They had digital garbling. I didn't try to become the center of attention for half of it, but apparently I did.
Nah, you're fine. You didn't get all philosophical and
well, which is good, because usually when I've been drinking, I start...
we know.
I can't do it speaking, but I can do it writing, where my brain just blurts out stuff.
You're like that autistic child from fucking Life Goes On. Quirky.
Oh, I think I may have skipped that show, but I think I know what you're talking about. But, yes, I am.
It was my subtle way of calling you a retard.
Yeah, it's fair. But I think I was by far the oldest one on that stream, which that's okay. And I'll stop talking about Danielle because I'll get in like.
Dude, don't worry about it, man. She's fucking legal. You can talk about fucking her all you want. Don't be creepy like that fucking Phil bastard and be like, I'd vote shit out of you the first time I'm meeting her, because that's just creepy and fucked up. But Danielle is a very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I would love to chat her up in a bar. I'd buy her drinks and hope that she would go out with me, and I'd buy her a nice meal. It's not the point. The point is, Brian, you're 48-ish. I'm 25-ish. It's cool.
Yes, but for those who haven't seen Strip Club Massacre, please do.
Good movie. Well, okay, it's good from what we expect to see point of view.
Yeah, from a low budget independent film, it is very good. My opinion, Danielle is the best actor in the entire thing, and it's. There's a couple of the guys that are in it aren't too bad. The main lead antagonist, I think, is a bit of an over actress. She's good, but she kind of overdoes it. And then the two main lead protagonists, I think, are horrible. The lead actress, her makeup's horrible, and anyway. The long story short of all this mess is when it premiered.
Just go buy the fucking movie.
Buy it. Watch it on Amazon Prime. I've watched it twice on Amazon Prime.
I think it's under a different name now.
Yeah, Nightclub Massacre, I think.
Yeah, because Strip Club Massacre apparently was too hard of a sell for Amazon, so you got to look it up as Nightclub Massacre. That's fucking stupid.
Right, and that was just it is. And what's crazy is only the text title has changed, and I'm about to belch again. But when you watch it, the Nick did not redo the intro, so it still says Strip Club Massacre.
We got Dan Kane coming in a minute, he says.
Excellent. Are you going to add him?
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Cool. Yes, and you were the only WCBS representative on that feed. I was very surprised.
It's still really weird to think about the fact that I'm on WCBS, but no, I understand what you were saying.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. You've gone from being on the Fancaste to being on Ring Rust to being on the main show. It is. I'm sure the whole shakeup with the crew, I think, it's kind of weird and kind of strange and at the same time necessary. It's
I've got some insight on it, but I'm not going to divulge it. I'm just going to tell the people, how I did it? Talent.
But because what I feel is, and this is part of what I told Loudy a few weeks ago when we had lunch, is you're kind of like the missing element between Nick and Jeff. Those two had a chemistry. They had some ideas. They had some goals. And then you kind of came in and were like the missing piece they didn't know was missing, but this driving force that didn't suddenly started new ideas and Dion's just kind of hanging out and having fun.
I've gotten several people have messaged me and Jeff and said, like, since I've joined the show, they think it's a lot better than it used to be. I mean, I can't really I can't just be like, oh yeah, I agree with you because I'm a humble individual with a big dick. I'm joking, I'm not humble. So I've been like, all right, yeah, thanks. But I mean, listening back to the old episodes, I can see that. Like, Dustin seems like a really cool dude, but there was like an element of his comedy that's different than mine. And I don't know. I just think the four of us just gel really good together. Dion does like the gift of gab. He likes to, get on his tangents and keep going. But sometimes it's a good idea. I'm right there, and I'm like the referee of the group, sort of sometimes.
Yeah.
And I've got my witty quips and stuff like that. It's great. We have a good time.
Well, in many ways, your replacement of Dustin or whatever we want to, I don't know, replacement, he whatever. But you guys have an off-color humor that's not dissimilar. It's not like the same, so I won't say it's similar, but it's like uniquely parallel, I guess. And it's basically, to me, it was more raw when it was the whole group.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, most people would say, oh, it's more professional. I wouldn't say, because professional to me has a very negative connotation where it's very bland and dry.
Yeah.
But it is definitely more directed and more, as much as the structure needs to exist, more structured in that context. And what I think it would be nice is every once in a while have as much of the gang that can be there, because the chaos to me is refreshing from time to time to kind of break up the monotony of the structure and reorganize after the chaos.
No, I totally understand. I get that. And really, the four of us like gel really together. Jeff's the host. He's the raconteur of the group. Nick is, I guess, like more of the intelligence insider man type thing in the business. Dion is like the talk person, and then I'm there for either A, comic relief, or B, I'm drunk, fuck you people. B, to bring things back down to earth. Because Dion, I love the guy. He's great, but he'll go on his tangents, and sometimes you just need somebody to interject like a comment or a whatever. I'm talking to Dan right now on Facebook. Fuck you, Dan Kane, and just kind of bring things back. And my Skype is acting dickish, so if he logs in and you see it and I don't, add him.
I don't know if I have him as a contact, but all right. But to me, it's an interesting dynamic. It's an interesting element. I don't know what my dogs were barking at, but they were going like crazy. Now they're down here.
Intruders? Was it an intruder?
Well,
you could be like fearing for your life, Brian Lape. You might need to go.
Well, Toby came down here with a ball, and Ellie's coming down with something. So they probably saw it's raining pretty hard, so they probably saw a raccoon across the street or some dumb nonsense. The dogs we used to have, we had this dog Maggie. You can find her on my Flickr feed, but she would start barking at a cat that was like 3 houses down. It was hilarious. You'd look out and you wouldn't see anything. But anyway, Dion's a very interesting dynamic because he has a lot of energy. And it's like his mouth is too slow for his mind, and so he missays words, and it's like you know what he means, but it is fairly entertaining, and it's like, he gets to the point, but it's I know what you mean. It's my rambling. It's very similar to when you're not on the Fancast, because LMP and I will go back and forth and we'll talk for way too.
Oh, I know. I've heard it, but.
Yeah. Well, it's like when we first started and we were doing video and you'd be waving like, hey, shut up, you morons.
I can't help it. I'm a busy guy these days. But no, I understand what you're saying. Like, because the thing is, based on being in the thread and talking to like Nick, Jeff, Dion throughout the day and shit, like Nick, Jeff, and I are like talking to each other all the time. Dion, you'll see him pop up as like having read whatever we've said. But, then it turns into like Dion doesn't really he'll comment here and there, but it's like Nick and Jeff and I will be having conversations, and then Nick will have the conversations with us on the show. So sometimes it's like the reason why he has the energy to do it is because the three of us have already talked about all this stuff to ad nauseum, just like between each other, and then so like this is Dion's opportunity to talk.
Right. No, I get it. It's oh, okay. Yeah, Dan says he's getting on really quick. So, but yeah, I know it. It's well. Look at when sometimes you and I would talk about stuff, and then LMP would come on, and or maybe Reality's Frank.
Fuck Frank, that fucking fuck. Oh, look at me, I'm living in the woods now and having the internet. Fuck him. All right, fuck you, Frank. If you're listening, fuck you, you fucking backwards hillbilly. Listen here, motherfucker. I've moved to Camp Kendo. I'm still technically splitting time between here and bumfuck Missouri. But the thing is, I got to Camp Kendo. I got Skype on my phone. I tested it. Yeah, signal was weak and it cut out here and there. But Jeff and I were still able to record an entire conversation. So you're the one that's slacking. You're the slacker. You are a slacker, you motherfucker. Fuck you, Frank. Fuck Frank. Ooh, Dan's online. Add him.
All right, so which Dan Kane is he? There's multiple.
My Skype's being a cocksucker. I can't add it.
Oh, Harry. There we go. Awesome. I'd say.
Wait. Is that Dan Kane?
You're a dick.
Dude, fuck you, Dan Kane. How's it going?
You're a dick.
Oh, look at this fucking one-trick pony here.
So, did you listen to any of the Frankenthug stuff, Mr. Kane?
I'll be right back.
I actually did not because I haven't been home all day. I have been busy with life.
It was a good time from 9. I actually forgot about it. I got on Facebook like at 9:40, and I saw Kendo. I think it was Kendo was on it. And I clicked on it and went in, and somehow I became the topic of conversation multiple times, and I wasn't trying to. I just did.
Mr. Popularity over here.
Well, there was quite a bit of discussion if my name was Brian or Byron.
It clearly says Brian Lape.
I know, but it's the RY that gets people, and this is something my father has given to me. His legacy to me is that
RY.
I will forever, when people just glance at my name, they think, the poet Lord Byron, and they say, oh, it's Byron, and they're, no, wait a minute, it's Brian. In the South, it was actually pretty funny because the IAN is more of a brand, and the real Southern people would call me Brian.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to think of something way worse than all of that now.
Yeah, and Kendo went somewhere, and somewhere in this it stopped recording, and then saw who knows what shit I missed.
I had to go tinkle,
but. Yeah, the Frankenthug Facebook was a pretty good thing. They have their Indigo up and live. Nick got to pimp out WCBS, about 3 or 4 times?
Yeah, because I kept asking him questions about WCBS. That's where they'd have to answer him.
Good job.
He had the official GTA T-shirt on, too.
Very nice.
WCBS GTA. I was tempted more than once to start naming everybody on the shirt, but I didn't.
I'm not on the shirt. I don't care, even though I own the shirt. I got a question for Dan Kane.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Eric Loudermilk said 3 weeks ago he was going to be on the Fancaste, and then he wasn't.
He said when football's over. Football has to be over first.
That's not what he told me.
Okay, sorry.
So I have a question for Dan Kane, who knows him in the personals. Not in the I meet him in a Target parking lot sense like you do, Lape.
Hey, we met at Tom and Chi for lunch, too. So not just Target parking lot.
Whatever, you meet in parking lots and shit. That's some kind of weird ladyboy thing.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Hold on. Didn't me and Brian Lape also meet in a parking lot?
Did you?
It was in Atlanta, but...
Well...
I see a pattern.
Yeah, but that was after a movie and
dinner. Okay. Well, you took him to a movie and a dinner, and then after you met him in a parking lot. I see where this is going.
No, the parking lot was third, because they took me... never mind. Go ahead.
No, we met in a movie. Makes it even better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. There's some handies going on. Okay, so I got the question for Dan Kane. So if Loudy says he's going to be on, but he's not on, is it because he's A, too busy, B, probably likes dudes, or C, really likes dudes? Which is it?
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Or D, both B and C.
Just so you know, Dan, Kendo and I have been drinking for the last 4 hours.
Yeah. Or E.
I can smell it.
Loudy's like got a child on the way.
I know that last one is true.
Yeah.
Which makes it harder to believe B, C, D, or J. So I guess it's 1.
So there was a J. Oh. Okay.
I have not been drinking at all. I'm just naturally an asshole.
I don't remember
what I am naturally an asshole too, but I have also been drinking because it's my last night in this fucking town, and I'm just like hanging out and shit, and I'm spending it the way I spent my first night in this little town before, whatever. So I'm moving back to Camp Kendo tomorrow, fully, and I'm spending it drunk the way I spent the first night after I moved from Camp Kendo here.
I also spent the last 10 hours watching Rick and Morty.
Ooh, that's all right. This season hasn't been so good, but the first 2 were pretty nice.
I have not seen any of season 3. I've watched all of season 1 and all but the last 2 episodes of season 2.
Not bad. Seasons 1 and 2 are pretty good.
Fuck you.
Oh,
sorry.
Easy.
I did not mean that I meant that.
So, what is your problems with Rick and Morty then, if I might ask?
Oh, I didn't have any problems with it. It was pretty good.
Okay, because you said "fuck you" to me about Rick and Morty, and I was just kind of curious about that.
No, it was all right.
Yeah, all right.
Well, it's hard for me to watch anything for 10 hours straight.
I get that. I really get that. So, Brian Leap, what are we talking about?
I don't know. Well, we could talk. Well, Dan, did you listen to WCBS episode
92?
92?
Not yet, because my internet wasn't working when I was at work on Friday.
Oh.
I know. I'm a terrible person.
Well, there's some asshole put this really long timeline so you can jump around like every 5 freaking minutes or less.
Yeah, whoever commented that we're lazy bastards and we should do it ourselves, go fuck yourself. You're probably not listening to this, but go fuck yourself.
I did like that for last week because I went straight to the fan comments where I heard my name said.
Yeah.
I am Chewbacca.
Mar Motorbiker is the one who said that. And then
I am
Lime Green Hulk 52 replied, Lape is anus.
True story. Lape is anus. I was trying to get Nick to say that so hard during their live thing, but it wasn't working.
I did hashtag comment it, though, but no one picked up on it.
How dare they?
I agree.
Let's go fucking kill them all.
I must say, Dan, it was the very most bizarre because I don't even remember what the first comment was, and then off camera I can hear Nick saying, yeah, his name's Brian Lape. It's Brian Lape. It's Brian, not Byron. It's Brian. He watches the WCBS, and then he does other stuff, and I'm thinking, how am I already a subject?
You are definitely a subject.
Dude, we mention you on just about every episode.
Well, I know. Well, now I'm kind of, as Jeff put it, I'm the 5th Beatle, that means I'm the marketing guy or something.
You're the 5th fuckhole.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Or you're Pete Best, one of the two.
It could be worse. You could be the 4th Beatle.
It's true. Well, no, because
nobody fucking cares about the 4th Beatle.
There was 4 Beatles there, Dan.
No, there were, and nobody cares about the 4th Beatle.
That's Ringo.
Well, are you talking about Pete Best, or are you talking about the guy before Ringo?
That was Pete Best. That was Pete Best.
Well, he was the original 4th, but then they had some other drummer before Ringo too.
He doesn't count.
I can't remember his name. I'd have to look up at the page.
His name is It Doesn't Count.
Yeah.
He was Laotian.
Hey, I got some people that are WCBS fans come over my my beer comments, and Lime Green Hulk and Kalen Webb leave comments. It's awesome. So
I watch the beer reviews sometimes.
Yeah, I filmed for them today. That's part of why I've been drinking since 8 o'clock. So, and then I got on the stuff, and so Frank and Thug is the new movie that Nick's been a part of. The filming is all complete, and it was very interesting listening to some of the various comments and stuff. I wish I could freaking remember.
That one chick is really cute.
And then there's Casey. She's not bad.
No, not at all. They were both cute, but the dark-haired chick was really cute.
That's Danielle.
I'd wipe her up.
I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Yeah, I sent her a friend request as soon as that was over, and she accepted. So yay me.
There you go. I sent her a friend request.
Fuck it, I'm doing it right now. You guys aren't the cool ones. I'm gonna be cool too.
I sent her a friend request after we saw Strip Club Massacre.
Oh, you did? Back in, was that March? May?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we had dinner with her. Not that she remembers. So.
She might.
She might. Because you were sitting on the other side of Phil from me, I think, if I remember correctly, Dan.
Ray, I had such a great view.
Yeah, oh, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I had two other people sitting to my right that I didn't remember, but they constantly talked to me, so it was fine.
They were all nice people.
No, it was great. No, I thought, Nick, instead of going off with all the production team and everything, he had time with us and a couple of the actresses who were on there. Because I think we had Dick Pick, didn't we? Wasn't that the other actress that was with us? If I remember correctly, I think she was Dick Pick.
I think so, yeah.
And listeners, if you don't know what that means, you got to get on Amazon Prime and watch the freaking movie, and it'll make perfect sense.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what her actual name was.
Yeah, I don't either.
Daniela Page, add friend. The first choice was Eddie Cantillo. I'm not adding him.
I am never adding him.
I thought he was calling me an asshole the other day when he put his post, his thing up for Cult of Chucky, or as I like to call it, Clump of Chucky.
That was a clump of shit.
Dude, it was fucking awful. It was such a shitty movie. You have to, all right, it's like an hour and a half long, and you have to spend 75 minutes of it getting to the actual point of why they call it Cult of Chucky. That's shitty. It was shittily made, shittily acted, shittily dialogued. It was a shitty movie. But, oh no, Eddie gave it 5 stars because he's a fucking fanboy mark.
I told you before you started watching that. I was like, this is a terrible movie.
Well, the thing is, I thought you challenged me based on our conversation because, like, Jeff's like, why are you because I sent, like, a message to the World Class Bullshitters thread. I was like, watching Cult of Chucky. Jeff's like, why? I was like, I think Dan challenged me to watch it.
Maybe.
And he's like, well, okay, but let us know how it is. And, like, partway through it, I'm like, dude, this is slightly better than Curse of Chucky. If anything, it's Curse of Chucky in a fucking nut house.
Yeah, that's about it. The best part of the movie was Jennifer Tilly making out with that other chick.
Yeah, and that comes at like the 85 and 90 minute mark. It's so bad. Jesus. And I wrote up a really good review, at least my first ever movie review. I thought it was a good review on the Facebook thread, and anybody listening can go read it. And if you're listening, you probably already read it about my thoughts on Cult of Chucky. Somebody that looked at it objectively, not a subjective fucking fuckboy critic.
Yeah,
I know. I'm drunk now. I'm just being belligerent. It's cool.
Well, hey, Frank kind of told him about things to do with the reviews.
We've all tried.
It's
one
right.
ear out the other.
I
Not
tried.
the point.
That he needed at least some semblance of grammar, and
it's not even that. He just doesn't even review it the way you should. He doesn't look at cinema. Let me try this again. Cinematography. He doesn't look at dialogue. He doesn't look at plot. He just is like, I like the movie. I liked it this much. I'm gonna give it this much stars. That's all we're dedicating to fucking him on this podcast.
All right, cool. So Rush Hour 4, I think has a potential to be really great, but I think it's going to be shit.
Probably
shit.
Yeah, Phil broke that story about 24 hours after we actually released the podcast where I mentioned that story.
I saw...
That's what Phil does, though.
Wait a minute.
I've seen all the Rush Hours minus the TV show that got canceled really quickly.
There was a TV show?
There was a TV series. It lasted less than a season.
Yeah, It was not good.
I didn't even know there was a TV series.
It was bad.
Yeah,
And
quiet.
after 3, it's just like, you shouldn't do any more of these.
No. I thought 1 and 2 were pretty good. 3 felt more like... Because I think, if I remember in 3, wasn't Chris Tucker's character like back on as a beat cop or something, and he sees Jackie like run across the street, and he's like, Jackie, what the hell? And he starts chasing after him. Isn't that 3? Where it's kind of like, it felt like way too much to get the band back together.
And they brought back the little girl from the first one, only now she's older.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And they fought in France.
Right. Yeah.
It was a bunch of shit.
See, it's just... Yeah, I understand it. You know, there's a desire to do another film or whatever, but there's only so much Chris Tucker I can stand. I liked him in The Rush Hour. I liked him in whatever in the hell that one was with Bruce Willis. The Fifth Element.
That was like good.
He was the perfect person to play a way over the top character. I mean,
he's good in Money Talks. I like him in Money Talks too.
Okay, yeah. I have not seen Silver Linings Playbook or Silver Spoons, whatever the hell it's called. I've not seen that movie. It won an Oscar.
He was good in Friday also.
Oh, apparently Kendo dropped out, so I got to add him in. Hold on a second. He's still seen as shown.
I have no idea what happened there.
Oh, there we go. You're back.
I don't
Without me doing anything.
I was sitting there, all of a sudden it's just like, whoop. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw your message, add me back, so I was going to do that, but I still.
Yeah, but I saw that was like enable joining. Sorry. Get back to the point you were making.
No problem. I think I made it already.
Really? That was short.
Well, see, I'm looking at the timeline for the last episode. I might do one with Eric Ward tomorrow. We haven't figured it out yet, so who knows? You
could always splice him in at the end of this video thing.
Yeah, if I even remember doing this one.
He seems like a cool dude, other than the fact that he's a fucking ramtard.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help. Did Dan go away?
I'm right here.
Okay.
No, Dan's still here. We still got Dan Kane.
What doesn't help is he's in California. He's 3 hours behind, so it's like...
No, he's not. He's in Ohio.
No, Dan... Eric.
Oh, yeah, him.
I know where Dan is. Well, actually, I don't. I know where Loudy is and where Jeff are.
Close enough.
Yeah.
He's trying to spy on you, Dan. He's going to look through your windows at night. He's a creeper like that.
Are you west side or east side?
Well, see, there you go. You're starting.
I saw Glass's reflection outside of my window.
That would be Brian Lape.
Yeah, I don't have my glasses on.
He meets younger guys in Target parking lots. Be suspicious.
I've shot my Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale review without my glasses on, so.
And I'm very much west side.
West side, all right. Okay.
He is the Tupac to your Biggie.
Yeah, there is a west side, east side here in Cincinnati. You have LaSalle and is it Elder? Is that west side too?
Elder's west side.
Yeah, see,
I went to Elder.
Yeah, I didn't grow up here, so I don't know crap from shit.
Colerain's more east side.
Colerain's not east side. That's like northwest.
Fuck them anyway.
He's right.
That's northwest.
Not
school
even from
district,
Cincinnati.
Right? Yeah.
If, however, my house sells, I had somebody look at it the other day. It was an old lady, and she was very interested. If my house sells, I will be taking a road trip to Cincinnati.
So, Kendo, are you currently in Camp Kendo, or are you still at the house?
I'm up north. I'm at North Camp Kendo.
Okay.
Till tomorrow. I was going to leave tomorrow early, but that's probably not happening.
I wonder why.
Blame Nick.
Dick.
Yeah. I know he took a swig of something, but I'm not so sure he'd been drinking much.
He seemed really busy. No, I was going to leave tomorrow and take the cats and the car that's loaded up with the last few remaining tidbits of Camp Kendo North to back to real Camp Kendo, but we'll probably be leaving later in the day at this point.
Right, because was it last week or 2 weeks ago you had the U-Haul?
That was last week.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, so that's tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I'm going to come back up here because I got to clean it up, make it look really pretty for the real estate guy and I'm going to record some shit for the Patreon with Jeff and Nick. And then stick up here Thursday, hang out, make sure it looks really good, and then record the main show. And then Friday, I'll be back to Camp Kendo, and that should be pretty much it. I'll be back at Camp Kendo full time.
I'm behind on listening to the Patreon stuff. I got to get back to that.
We released Tales from the Hood today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you did. I got a notification about that.
Yep.
It's not on just on the Patreon though, but.
Now that one I think it was on Facebook or YouTube or what, some place.
It's on the Uttam.
Yeah. It says episode 2, isn't it? Oh, that's Tales from the Hood. Shocktoberfest Tales episode 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The VHS 2 commentary was really good. I've listened to it even though I've not even watched that movie. And then you guys talked about it on episode 92. It's I never heard of that.
Which one?
VHS 2.
It's actually a lot of fun. So when we did the recording for Schlocktoberfest, essentially Schlocktoberfest this year is much different than it was last year. It's very commentary heavy.
Right.
And Jeff and I started with Father's Day, which was a trauma film, and it was awful. And so then the next night, Jeff, Nick, and I got on, and we let Jeff or Nick pick. He picked VHS 2, so I think that was the second thing we recorded, and then he picked Stitches shortly thereafter, which is rocketed to my top 5 horror movies. So I don't know when that one's coming. And then Wednesday, for those of you that are listening, we have a special double feature coming for Friday the 13th, because there's a Friday the 13th that strikes in October.
Yes, there is. The 6 days. Well, technically it's Sunday, so it's whatever. Then it's still 6 days. Yeah, anyways. But, yeah, so last year's Schlocktoberfest was an exercise in endurance, I think, on Jeff's part.
And decency.
And decency. Yeah, it's still, I'm still irritated that there was 2 of them that got struck down for copyright infringement. I'm glad.
Especially since the first fucking episode got struck down.
Yeah, that was the Goosebumps versus Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Absolutely. Was great. And
it's a great episode.
And what really is beyond irritating to me, and obviously I had nothing to do with the content, and this was formatting you guys. It was how much he liked that, and it was just video of it. It wasn't even like he was playing episodes or nothing. And it was like, if whoever put the copyright strike on, if they would just watch or listen to the frickin' episode, they would understand that this was a labor of love, and they should have said, hey, this needs to be promoted. It's amazing. Since then, I've seen some videos that are practically copies of shows, and they're still up. And 1 million views. It's stupid.
Every episode of MXC is uploaded on YouTube, and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that too.
Those don't get fucking copyright strikes.
Even though I've got seasons 1 through 5 on DVD, just the fact that that's on YouTube makes me happy too.
I fucking love that shit.
Such a great shit. Dude, I was waiting for the fucking satellite guy to show up the other day down at Camp Kendo, and I watched season 1 of MXD. I showed Doofus, my nephew, that. His real name's something else, but I've been calling him Doofus since he was 2. And so he answers to Doofus. And I made him watch it. I was like, hey, Doofus, come here. Because last Sunday night, it was my first night at Camp Kendo in a while. And we got the afternoon football games in because Doofus likes football too. But the Sunday night, for some reason, I could not get NBC on the rabbit ear. So I was like, hey, Doofus, come here. He's like, what? I was like, hey, you want to watch this show? And he's like, what is it? I was like, it's funny. Just watch it. So the grown-up jokes were going way over his head. I'm laughing at those. And he's just laughing at the Japanese chicks face planting on the log fucking thing.
At least he's laughing at something that's correct.
Oh, Doofus loved it. I was like, so what do you think kid, and he's like, I think this is funny. I was like, so when you come over and hang out with Uncle Kenny, you want to watch some more of these? He's like, yeah. It's like, all right, we're good. Because he never once asked me like questions about some of the inappropriate shit for his age, because he's 8. So I was like, all right, so the adult stuff's going over Doofus's head. Doofus is liking just people face playing. We're good.
How old is that kid?
8, I think.
Because I know you had a picture of him.
I know his birthday's on Veterans Day, and I think it's 09.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
I can't be positive. I think he's in the 2nd grade now. I don't know. All I know is
Well, that would be 8.
every other weekend, Doofus is coming to my house, apparently, at this point, according to my sister.
Okay.
So that's fine. I'm like, all right. And since he could walk, I've been calling him Doofus, and he answers to Doofus.
Yeah, you talked about on the Fancaste multiple times, and you just always call him Doofus. And then you had a picture of, I think you had a picture on Facebook that says me and Doofus or something.
Oh, yeah, I took him to see Spider-Man Homecoming.
Right.
And we went to Chick-fil-A beforehand, and then we went to see Spider-Man stuff, and Doofus loved it. I wore my hashtag Jiggity Woohoo shirt.
Yep.
Yeah, nah, Doofus is cool. He's a good kid. I just got to keep him away from his dad and his dad's boyfriend. That's a very, very much another story for another podcast.
Oh, it sounds like it.
So, yeah.
Hopefully
I'm supposed to
sister's making better choices from now on.
I hope so. I'm supposed to watch Doofus tomorrow from 3 to 8, and I told my sister, I was like, that's fine. I mean, I'll be down at Camp Kendo. I'm just going to be watching football, and the Sunday night game is the Chiefs. So I'm locked in at that point.
Now, is she closer to Camp Kendo or North?
No, she's closer to Camp. See, everybody I know that I'm friends with and related to is close to Camp Kendo. I moved 2 hours north of everybody I know, which at first sucked. And then within a week, I got 2 really good friends here. And then they both moved at the end of last school year.
Oh.
One moved back to Ohio. He lives in Van Wert, which is 2 hours north of Cincinnati. And then one moved back towards St. Louis, so he's closer to Camp Kendo now than I am now.
Oh, okay.
For now.
Yeah, and I'll be moving back to Camp Kendo, so whatever.
Man, work.
Which, by the way, you two are welcome at Camp Kendo anytime you want to be.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, Brian, we've talked about this. Your sister apparently is like married to a preacher close to Camp Kendo, so whenever you come to visit, I got you, bud.
All right.
Not your kids, though.
Wow, Van Wert, that's like...
Unless your daughter brings a friend that's attractive. And she's welcome at Camp Kendo.
Yeah, but she's got to be like much older than my daughter. Most of her friends are younger, so it's kind of creepy.
Well, it depends. Are they over the age of 18?
I don't know how old one of her friends, I think, is still in high school. I'm not sure. I don't
She's
know.
18. She's welcome at Camp Kendo.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things that I was going to ask Nick when the WCBS movie, if he was going to film anything in Cincinnati, if he needs an extra camera, he can borrow mine. Hey, there's my daughter now. Hi.
He might. I know.
Say howdy to everybody. We're doing a podcast recording.
Hi.
Do you have any friends over the age of 18?
He asked if you had any friends over the age of 18. Girlfriends.
Oh, stop that. Didn't he
Why?
ask that last time?
That's not an answer.
You weirdo, just get a, what is it called? What is that dating thing? Tinder! Just get a Tinder.
I already have one. I'm not looking for a miss. Actually, I am looking for a miss right now, but that's not the point. At some point, a king needs a queen.
What?
You aren't behind me, are you? Somebody camp at 9:30.
No, you're behind
No.
Mom. You need to move
No,
your
because I
car.
respect your dad.
She's gone. Yeah, I have headphones on. She can't hear what you're saying. Only.
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, but I
Fair.
don't have a microphone, so it's just picking up it's just the iMac microphone. That's why she could walk away and be heard.
He's just a weirdo with a microphone.
Just remember, she's 5'10" and a half, so she's not exactly short.
I know she's way too tall for my category, so feel blessed, Brian. I'm never gonna try to go after your daughter.
Now, my son's 6 foot, but he's still slowly growing. So, yeah, mom's a short one at 5'6". So, anyway. But, I didn't know what were we talking about before we were rudely interrupted?
Chicks that are not 5 feet, 10 inches tall.
Yeah. So, hey, let's go back to episode 92. Let's pretend it's an episode. Beverly Hills Cop 4. I don't want to see it. I don't want it. No more sequels. Go on to something else.
Nobody wants to see it.
Nobody expects a sequel Inquisition. Ugh. I can't believe that. I make a Monty Python reference and it just goes...
I was busy arguing with Phil because Phil's a fuck.
Why are you arguing with Phil?
Really?
Because Phil's like trying to correct my grammar when I'm drunk as shit, but Phil's got bad grammar normally.
Well, what? Are you like posting somewhere he cares?
Sort of. I tried to support Nick. Nick got him. Nick got him. I'm sharing this and I'm saving this and I'm sharing it in the Fancaste so you get it.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so Nick's still awake. I did post that we're doing well
somehow.
I saw your reply. You know, yeah.
Dan saw it.
I saw it.
Dan saw it. Now Brian can see it. Yeah.
He lost a foot and then he died.
That's right.
Oh, have you seen the one with John Candy?
Yes.
Yeah, because I made that.
Way too hard at that one.
Yeah, I made that one. That's like my new shtick. I got
too hard at that.
Was it the one that I posted, Dan?
Yeah, the John Candy one. That was
fucking
great.
See, because all right, so I got a friend named Bird. His name's Matthew Bird, but my buddy Bird, he's from England, and so like he showed up at a pub one day when we were having like a watch party for like the Premier League, and he was wearing a Manchester United shirt. I'm a Manchester United fan. I've been a fan of Manchester United since like '97-ish, and so I walked up to him and like so the soccer sports group here in town, well in Camp Kendo town, St. Louis. I just kind of walked up and was like, hey, nice shirt, blah, blah, blah. I started talking to the dude. And he's like, yeah, I saw this thing on Twitter about, there's a supporters group of the local, going to be at the town or at this pub. And I'm like, yeah. I'm with these guys. And so I got him in with the group. And now he's like a high-ranking member of the group like I am. And so I, whatever. So his friend had this thing where he would just like post like RIP photos of like people that were either the same sort of name. Like the other day when I posted RIP, Tom Petty, it was a picture of Richard Petty.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, or he would post, or it'd be like people that looked like them. So like I've kind of taken that over.
When I saw one that was when Ryan Dunn died, it was RIP Ryan Dunn. It was Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, that's
that kind of shit.
Yeah. So I've kind of taken up that mantle because that friend he doesn't really talk to anymore. So anytime somebody famous dies, I do that shit. Like it's gotta be like really famous. Like if fucking Orville Redenbacher's son died tomorrow, I wouldn't be like taking to Facebook about that one. But I figure with Ralphie May, the only thing I typed in Ralphie May images and John Candy popped up. I was like, okay,
perfect.
This is accurate. So I posted a picture of John Candy with R.I.P. Ralphie May. And I figured some people would get it, some people wouldn't. It's like the Tom Petty one with Richard Petty. It was like R.I.P. Tom Petty, and some people got it and liked it and the post. And other people are like, "That's not Tom Petty. That's Richard Petty."
So you did that
clearly
one too?
didn't get it. Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Yeah, that should have gone viral. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was. Music world's lost legend today. R.I.P. Tom Petty. And the kick in the dick about this is, Tom Petty was like the fucking Schrodinger's cat of the, because like it's like he's dead. Well, he's not dead, but then he's dead, but then he's not dead, but he's dead, but he's not dead. And then his death was overshadowed by the fucking Vegas thing.
Right.
Yep.
And he's like this huge recording artist in the history of like recording artists. Tom Petty's really big up there. He's had a lot of hits. He's a very famous individual, and he's overshadowed by the fact that some dude went fucking apeshit and shot up a bunch of people in Vegas. Which, by the way, Loudy was at a Garth Brooks concert, and I was very tempted to post on his public Facebook page today when he posted a picture of it. Keep your head down. But then I was like, it's Loudy. It's not a big loss.
Any of you guys see the picture of the guy that was flipping off the shooter during the shooting?
Yeah, I saw that.
But that guy is a hero.
I hope he survived.
Yeah.
Right back. You two keep it up.
He is an American hero.
He's being again. Yeah, I'm trying to get Nick to get on, man.
XP!
Yeah, well, so do I, but, I'm out of beer now. I had Oktoberfest. I'm supposed to save that for a review, I think. I thought I did that already. Didn't I do that already? Can I go look that up?
Go for it. I don't care.
I don't. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's on my channel or not, because I have like 7 or 8 reviews that I haven't edited yet. That's the problem. I found one today. Thought I was totally done with one of them, like from a month ago. Hold on. Let me add Nick. Hold on. Let's see if this screws up.
Yeah, add Nick.
What the hell? Okay, hold on. See, I'm an idiot. I'm a goofball when it comes.
All right, so what else are we going to talk about, since everybody else that's supposedly a member of the Fancast is a bunch of douches?
I'm trying to add Nick, man.
Is Nick on?
Yeah.
Well, then add him. Stop being a pretender to the throne and add Nick.
Well, frack. Why won't it? Send me
I'm adding him right now if he'll answer it.
Okay, that'll be fine. Because he was calling in, but it was going to interrupt our call. And then
I'm trying to add him.
And then I don't have him as a contact.
I do, because I'm fucking special and shit.
If I answer,
I do also.
He's calling my phone. Damn it!
I'm a friend. Well, tell him to stop and accept the Skype call that's coming from me. Say, accept Kenny's Skype call. Because me and Nick are boys like that shit. Like, me and Dan Can are boys and you aren't. What's that tell you, Brian? That me and Dan are Skype contacts and you're not?
Well, that means I'm not a regular.
Dan, what's that tell you about Brian Lape? Does it tell you that Lape is heinous?
Lape is anus.
It's true. Lape isn't totally heinous. I'm trying to add Nick, but he ain't answering.
There we go. There we go.
We have
There
Nick
we go.
Udom.
We have
Hey,
you.
sorry, I'm on my fucking phone and the interface changed.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Sorry,
cool.
declined you twice, man, because you would have.
I'm sorry, man. No, man. It's all good. It's all good.
Nick, I
I'm
have
pretty
2
drunk
questions.
and high right now.
Oh, lucky boy.
You
I have
drunk
2
and
questions.
What's up, man? What's up?
Question number 1. That fucking Daniela chick is pretty sweet. Did you see her tits tonight?
Yeah, she was sitting on my lap towards the end of the video, which you didn't see.
I saw her sitting in your lap with a laptop. in
Saw-
it.
Yeah, I was there. I was there for the duration. I supported your cause. I donated
Thank
you
you.
$20.
Thank you. You're awesome.
Yeah, I know I am. And the
Yeah.
second question is, how can you not believe that I've drank almost a fifth of Evan Williams to go with you tonight? I am your fucking Huckleberry, motherfucker.
Hey, I just enjoyed giving you shit, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was
Nick.
giving you shit too. Turkey dipped in mayonnaise, motherfucker.
You motherfuckers! Even Og's got into it. I was like,
Fuck Oaks, man. He
Like,
fucking
God damn
dipped,
it!
He showed up and then dipped out really quick. That short motherfucker. He's like a fidget.
Man.
He's a little itty bitty kid that runs cross country. You can't trust him.
Oh my god.
Nick. Nick.
Yo, what's up? What's
Nick.
up? What's up?
Nick.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
What?
Dude, I was trying to get I wanted them to like answer questions more regularly because I was going to try to get you. I was like, can Nick say Lape his anus and can Nick say fuck Phil?
I did say Lapis Anus. I did say
You did. But I wanted like if they were going to read them more regularly, I was going to be like, can I get a fuck Phil from Nick?
Oh man, I wish you just sent me that. I would have been like, fuck. I would have been like, hey Phil, fuck. I would have been like, hey Phil Sites, go fuck yourself, like immediately.
You seemed really busy, so I didn't want to like message you.
Well, because like we were having computer problems because like we had YouTube.
Oh,
going,
we noticed. We noticed.
Yeah. And actually, we figured out the problem is like we had too many people on camera, and the camera like flipped out. That was also the problem.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, because like our bandwidth was fine, like nobody was on the internet, and then like you kept seeing the camera go fuzzy, and I was like, oh, it's because so many people were on there. Once we reduced that, and it went down to like 3 or 4 people, it was fine. But if it got above that, and there was too much motion in the camera, it freaked out.
was that an autofocus issue?
No, I was using my normal my webcam on my laptop. That's the problem. Like I think that's it. I need to upgrade to something nicer,
Oh, okay.
and that may fix the problem.
That is what the Patreon will do. So, folks, donate to the Patreon.
Oh my god.
So
I'm actually
buy
talking
the
to
movie.
you
That way
on-
Nick can get a better camera.
Yeah.
I'm actually talking to you on my phone like I normally do, but over Skype. It's fucking weird right now.
yeah.
Are you getting an Uber home, sir?
Huh?
I said, are you getting an Uber back to your home?
He
No,
is
I'm-
hiking like an American.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm spending the night here because I'm about to pass the fuck out. I am too high and drunk for this right now.
It's okay, man. It's okay. We got you for the Fancast 16.5 or whatever the fuck Brian decides to post it at.
It could be
I haven't-
17. Almost.
I
legal.
haven't officially resigned from the Fancast, but I'm assuming that's coming.
Well, Dan's on there now. I mean, that's all you need.
There you go. Dude, we already had this discussion because Loudy for the last couple of weeks is supposedly going to be on the Fancast, but he doesn't show up.
Right now you got to get a second opinion now to make it official.
Should we get Phil Seitz on the Fancast?
No.
I mean, if you want to berate an idiot, by all means do that, and that's fun because
We already
it would be,
we already have
it would
that.
be like, well, no, I'm just saying it would be like having Eddie Cantillo on the podcast. It'd be the exact same thing.
That's what I was going to say. We already have that. We can have Eddie once a month on there to fucking talk shit to him.
Oh my god, that'd be funny if you had Eddie and Phil battle on the air. That'd be amazing.
There you go, Brian. There's an idea.
Film battle.
Then
Yeah.
the series finale right there.
Why does it
Jeez.
suck? Go. Yes. And I
Oh my
could
God.
hear you, Nick, off camera for part of that when you were correcting everybody on how to pronounce my name. That was hilarious.
Well, because like they kept
everybody
saying
needs
because
to know.
there's a guy here named Byron something,
Oh,
and they kept
okay.
reading yours as Byron. They kept reading yours as Byron as well, and I was like, no, it's Brian Leap. It's Brian.
It
Dude, I was
clearly
sitting in
says
questions.
Draymond Lake.
I was sending questions like a crazy person. I was like,
I noticed.
I was like, is Nick a diva on set? He sounds like a diva.
Why would I be the diva? I'm crew.
Because I'm messing with you.
He's not even on camera.
It's like, I know Nick. Nick's a cool dude, but I'm going to fuck with him right now.
Oh jeez.
Hey Nick,
Sup, Dan?
what's when I purchase these evil Carolina Reaper chips, will you be partaking in eating of one?
No.
Why not? Be a man.
Dan, stop being a pussy and eat the hot chips already, you fucking faggot.
I can't buy them. for
Hey,
another
Dan.
3 days.
Invite Phil to do it, and tell him he'll be on the podcast.
Dude,
He'll
Nick,
do it in a heartbeat.
Nick. Phil, we are all going out to like Gatlinburg for Phil's birthday. I'm
We already know.
I'm bringing them with me, and everybody's eating them.
We
Oh my God.
know about Gatlinburg because there's a good
I am-
chance
Yeah.
Nick and I will be at Gatlinburg. If my house sells this week, I'm flying to Atlanta, and Nick and I are riding to Gatlinburg together.
I am going to get Phil to eat one. I am buying like 20 of these. People are going to hate me.
And I'm going to have my camera, so
all right.
that'll happen.
If anything, the chips that
You heard it
don't
here
get
first.
eaten, I'm going to break up and put into normal bags of chips.
There you go.
I am an evil, vindictive son of a bitch.
I've done that before. It's great.
You need to do it to Phil. You need to do it to Phil. Like go to like some have a half open bag of chips. And
look at
crumbs
this.
in there.
A bag of Doritos? Now it's a bag of volcanoes.
Dude, there's this thing called Blair's Death Rain, which was like habanero chips were like 10 years ago were the hottest chip you could get. They look like crunchers. So what you do is you had a party and you had a barbecue crunchers and you'd mix the Death Rain with them and stir them up. Dude, it was fucking funny as shit.
And you would watch.
I did that several times. It's a good time.
Actually, I would bring the ghost pepper chips to work with me just to give to people, and I wouldn't tell them what they were.
You gotta make sure Phil gets one. I have no animosity versus Phil, but I totally want him to get a fucking ghost pepper chip.
I'm gonna have to try these things.
Shut up.
They taste good.
Yeah.
For about 10 seconds.
They're just
if you're not anus.
I'll eat one right now.
Oh, pussy, you won't do it.
Uh-oh. I hear it rattling.
So, Nick, how much fun was it to do this live Fancast fan thing tonight?
It was a lot of fun and just like, keeping everybody somewhat sober and somewhat,
sober.
relevant. Like
it didn't look like sober was happening when you were passing around bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, that was Nathan, the guy with the bandana and the glasses, who's be like, here, drink. Like he would just open the bottle and point it in my direction. I was like, motherfucker.
Good, he's an American.
A swig and then.
And Nick, I would just like to add that I've drank most of a fucking fifth of Evan Williams tonight, so I am your Huckleberry. Fuck you back. Nick, how many coconuts did you crack over your head during production, Nick?
Oh my god!
Nick, is it true that you really like a turkey leg dipped in mayonnaise is your favorite meal?
No, that is fucking disgusting.
Nick, how much do you miss Samoa?
Not at all.
Hey Nick, these chips are really fucking hot.
That was awesome. That was awesome when he's like, when the guy was talking about his diversity, he's like, we have black leads, we have an Indian film director. I was like, he's not Indian, he's Samoan. We gotta keep up continuity. Don't retcon our podcast.
So
oh
Nick,
my God.
Are you gonna have your
Dan,
full name in the credits for this
Nick.
one?
Oh God. Hey Dan, it was good knowing you. No, I'm not gonna have my full name. It'll be the same name as it was in the other movie that I did, which shall not be named.
You should put your full name in and have it go on to 2
seconds. Yeah, Brian. If you didn't notice, me and Danielle would never say the name of the movie that we both worked on.
I noticed that.
I noticed that. Why is that?
Because they hate the director.
Oh yeah. That's because the director fucked me over hardcore and never paid me for any of the work I did.
Oh,
really? What a cunt.
Yeah. I gave him the title. I gave him I used my own cameras to film. I moved down here. I edited the entire thing myself.
Which is also why he didn't watch it at the premiere.
So in other words, you're saying do not buy that movie on Blu-ray.
Yeah, don't even watch it. Don't even give it any fucking money. Honestly, that's why Jeff quit putting it in the descriptions and he's put Frankenthug in there because. I love these guys. I love this movie. It was a lot of fucking fun.
They seem like cool dudes.
I really honestly the day I hated the day that we were done shooting because we weren't coming together and having a good time all the time. Like that's really sucked for me. It's like we're done shooting and now we're in post production and getting that done.
That's how I feel Thursday night after a podcast.
Yeah, and you guys saw the trailer and everything, and I worked on that for an hour or two. And that was the trailer we came up with, and
it was
even
a good trailer. It was good.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked it. But yeah, it didn't take too long. But this is the first movie I'm actually proud for everybody to see, proud to promote, proud to watch, proud to say I was a part of it.
They seem like really cool dudes.
Sorry, I mentioned the comments then.
You know what though, Brian? You didn't get drunk and philosophical in the comments, so that's a good thing.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Because that's the last thing Nick needed right now is for you to go off on your like fucking Harry Carey fucking Nietzsche shit.
Well, it'd take me 10 minutes to type it in anyway, so.
That's true. By then their feed would have went down.
Jeez.
So what was Danielle drinking? Like a Monster or something? It was like pink.
Ugh.
Oh no, it was some alcohol. It was like some like fruity like alcoholic beverage. It's like 15% alcohol or something. It was
Really?
It was
And that big a can?
Well, like yeah. I remember the last thing we got for them. We got them the packs of daiquiris that you can get at the liquor store.
Oh.
That's what we got for like last time we were done shooting, and we had a little party as well. And she drank 1.5, and I was like, it's too much for me. I was like, calm down.
Did she really become a biker's old lady?
Well, no, she didn't. No, she
okay. So in my mind, she's still pure because I added her as a friend on Facebook.
No, she's cool as hell, man. She's cool as hell.
So you think that I have a chance with her?
Yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance.
So she'd be like, oh, cool, Camp Kendo sounds like a great place. You got this house, and you're gonna get all this property. We're gonna live in the country. It's gonna be beautiful, and we're gonna make movies together with Nick Uttam. That could happen. Tell me that could happen. I need to know, but could that happen?
It can happen. It can happen.
All right. I can go to bed happy tonight. All right. God damn it,
Nick, I'm sorry.
Shut up, Dan.
I'm sorry too, Dan.
Right now, Nick Good is my best friend because he's going to put in a good word for me, maybe.
I will.
Don't do it.
I did ask a lot of bad questions.
Well, at least you kept shit going. Like, that's the important thing. Is like I was afraid we'd have a lull or something.
Oh, there was a lull, but Brian and I kept it up. We're like,
Yeah.
Brian said dumb shit, and I'm like, is Nick Uttam hard to work with? He seems like a diva.
Yeah, you told me to shut up about 3 or 4 times.
Because you would start getting all fucking dorky.
Well, it's who I am.
I know. You're the lifting nerd. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
dude, I'm straight. What, are you okay?
I'm the normal guy. I'm like, hey, boobs are great.
No, I'm here.
Oh, cool. Is that one of the guys? We can get him on the podcast.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hey, Richard.
Oh, is that Dick Tanner?
Can you talk on the podcast real quick? No. Talk to them. Like just use it as a phone. They're on the podcast right now.
This puts me on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No. Talk to them.
That way.
No. Talk to them like you're using your phone.
How's it going, you guys?
Hey,
Is this
man.
Richard Tanner?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How's it going, man? Me and Brian Lape were on this podcast. We were on the whole fucking live cast, man. We love you guys.
I apologize profusely.
No, you don't have
Also
to.
known
man.
as
That's
Byron.
great. Dude,
Oh,
Brian
no.
and I both have pre-ordered your fucking DVD.
I appreciate it. All I remember is calling Brian Lape a motherfucker.
Yep.
He is a
because I kept
motherfucker.
seeing him.
I got
is
2
he? Okay,
kids,
that makes
so-
me feel better.
I got
Shut
2
up, Brian.
I have 2 kids, so it fits.
He's a motherfucker and Lape is anus. That's all you need to know.
All right. So good. I did not misjudge. I'm all right.
Yeah, you're good. And Nick and I know each other through work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
good, man. I'm happy y'all stayed through the whole thing. That
We
was
did.
3 hours of a lot of bullshit, but
It was a lot of fun.
Good.
It was a lot of fun.
It was some good insights, too. It was very nice.
Very nice. It was cool.
That's good, man. Like Nick's making me stay up now, and he's like walked out with you guys. So it's like, hold on, because like I'm drunk as hell, and I'm like, I'm going to bed. He's like, no, you're not, and I'm like,
We're-
all right.
so
all right,
Brian
we'll
and I
see
are
these
drunk
videos.
as hell too. We
Good.
were fucking. I was the guy that kept asking questions about Nick cracking coconuts over his head.
Oh shit! Well, you're doing bad with me because I didn't know questions were being asked. People had to stop me and be like, "Hey, there's a question." I'm like, "We have questions? People are watching? Cool."
Oh yeah, no, we were in it from the beginning, man. It was a great time. We had a lot of fun.
Good. Well, man, keep up with it. Like, we'll have a video out soon. Keep on Nick. Tell him to edit the whole thing. It'll be better. It'll be better. Make him do it for free.
Nick Uttam is Bush League. Fire him.
Get that Adobe Premiere cranking.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Get that Adobe Premiere cranking, man.
Oh yeah, dude, we'll be there for the premiere for sure.
All right, dude. Well, I'll be looking for you. I'll let you know because Nick will definitely know. But we'll have a premiere. We'll do everything.
Awesome.
So I'll see you guys there.
All right, man.
on
Sounds
you.
great.
All right, man. Later.
Have a good one.
You heard him. I said beers on him, and he said, all right.
He did disagree. That guy sounds cool.
He's drunk as
That guy
right now.
sounds drunk.
He's peeing off the porch right now.
That is awesome. I love his name. It's Richard Tanner, so it's like Dick Tanner. So he's
Yeah.
the Tanner of Dicks. That's great. That guy sounds so cool. He's like Danny Tanner's like fucking cool brother.
Everybody.
Fuck you,
he's
Dan! I spit a bunch of Coke and whiskey all over my computer.
Cool.
Yeah, fuck you, Nick, for saying I wasn't going drink for drink with you either. Dude, I went through
Hey,
almost.
you were fucking with me. I was fucking with you, right? It's all.
Yeah, I know. I went through almost a fifth of Evan Williams for you, you fucking fuck.
Did you see that whiskey we had? The fucking tie down or whatever.
No, but I had Evan Williams, so I was on.
Yeah,
your
yours was like a shelf above ours.
Yeah, well, either way, man, I was going for. I'm your Huckleberry motherfucker.
I
You think-
know.
You think I won't meet you in the street and gunfight you? Fuck you.
Nick, when is... Do we have a date for the said movie premiere?
No, you do not. We don't have a date yet. Once the Indiegogo goes over, and we have enough money to make said premiere, then said premiere will happen.
Wait a second, I got a
'Cause
question.
Make sure premiere is not during WrestleMania.
I can't promise anything.
Because I
Nick.
can't promise we'll be there then.
Nick, I have a question. You said we don't have a date. I thought me and you were cooler like that. Thought you and I were like, good friends and shit.
We are. There's just no date, dude. There's no date.
Dick, you want to see something funny?
God.
We can't see you.
Yeah, turn his camera on.
Hang on. I gotta get the. Dan, you'll see it. Nick, you'll see it. Brian Leif won't see it. I'll turn my camera on though.
He's got to put his pants on first.
No, I didn't have to do that, dude. Hey,
Hold on.
what's up? I'm on camera. Look, I got a Mickey Mouse fucking gas mask shirt. Fuck you. I win. Hello.
How come I
You
can't
said
see?
I don't see anything.
you said Phil is big and he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Phil is big and it's
Okay.
going to die. What is it? It's it.
And Phil wrote back, "What's going to die?" What a dumb shit.
Oh, I see.
No, Brian, you don't see it because you're not in the bullshitters like it black, y'all thread.
I know.
You're not-
That's
You're
what
not
I
an
see.
exclusive
It's-
club.
No, I
But look,
understand
I'm
what
on
you're-
video. Hi, who can see me on video? Is it
I
Brian
honestly
Leif?
cannot.
Ich
Dan
verstehe.
can't see me. What about Nick? Can Nick see me on video?
I don't know. I don't think I can.
I
don't
got a
think
haircut.
Nick's
I
on
got
the phone, so he can't see anything.
I got a haircut.
That's awesome. No. I saw that. I saw that. you got a
Dion's
haircut.
asleep.
I know, dude. A week ago, I had like really awesome longish hair. This week, I got like a fucking normal haircut. It's fucked up. I kind of like it because it's less to deal with, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Cause it's
I
not
kind of
long.
got the Donald Trump going on right now.
It doesn't look like fucking Liam Gallagher.
The major
That-
comb over, is that what that means?
You fuck you, Brian.
I mean, I can. I mean, I invented the comb over. Okay, it is the best haircut known to man. I would know.
I was trying to mess with Phil, but I don't know if Phil got it. Phil's stupid.
Yep, Phil's a motherfucking dumbass.
I wrote back, Phil is big and it's going to die. What's going to die?
You're drunk.
Yeah, I am.
Well, Jeff just posted a picture of, looks like Dion and Hillary passed out.
Good.
That's not surprising.
I see that.
Well, guys, I'm going to get off because I'm pretty fucking tired. I'm gonna go
No, you're
sleep.
not.
That's
I'm
a
drunk,
lie.
I'm high and I'm tired. And
That's a goddamn lie, and you know it.
Whatever, Kenneth.
Whoa, hey.
Oh,
Listen here, you fucking Samoan son of a bitch.
you're not allowed going to sleep until you watch that hour video I sent you on YouTube.
Oh God. Oh God. But I will talk to you guys at some other point.
All right.
Merry
dude.
Christmas, Nick.
Merry Christmas and bye, Frank and Thug, motherfuckers.
Please on
I
the
already
dog.
did.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, Dan. I'm sorry too.
All right, Nick. Vaya con los huevos.
All right.
Phil's retarded.
Why do I have a wavy thing for Kendo? Although he's still here.
Because he turned his cam on, so now it's trying to load up his cam.
Wavy thing. I got a wavy thing right here. Fuck you, Lape. Fuck you. That's the double bird. I only pulled the double bird out for special circumstances. Right now, this is one of them.
But I can't see it. It is 1:30 in the morning. I probably have to go to bed soon. But hey.
Oh, yeah, because
I'm going to be up for another 2 hours.
Why?
We've already established that you going to bed gets nothing.
That's true.
Got no sleep last night, so I don't care.
If you were a real man, Brian, you'd go to bed and you'd wake your wife up. She'd be like, "What do you want?" Be like, "You know what I want, baby," and you'd fuck her.
Yeah, well, you are correct.
You get some fucking poontang.
Yeah.
But you do that. Why don't you do that? Do that. Do that for all of us that can't do that tonight.
I think we went down this street already. It's a dead end.
You're our hero, Brian Lape.
Oh,
You can get some tonight. You can bang some chick for us.
Oh, crap, he's singing.
There you go. There's our copyright strike.
Oh, I don't have any arms.
Can you feel her up tonight?
Yeah, there you go. Can you make her feel your love?
Oh, you guys are crazy.
Dude, if my cat...
I love that I'm like this without any beer.
Dude, if my cat can sleep through this, you can fucking bang through this. It's not a big deal.
The
criminal is fine.
I feel bad that I'm not drunk like you guys, but I don't feel bad because I fucking don't care. Where's my whiskey at?
I don't know.
Dude, all that's going to happen is start right now. Once it's going to, I'm just going to go back to what I was doing before Brian called me, which is just listening to fucking satanic metal music.
There you go. I'm going to go back to listening to those Bud Light commercials.
Dude, I remember those when I was fucking in high school. It was like Real American Heroes, and then they changed after September 11th to the Real Men of Genius.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember listening to those on the way to fucking 7th grade, and I was just like, these are the best fucking commercials I've ever heard.
They were great. Yeah, no, when you said that to me, I was like, dude, that's awesome, but I remember it totally differently.
I love those commercials.
Uh-huh. It's good
Real
stuff.
American Heroes. They had the guy from Survivor.
I'm falling asleep, Brian. Keep talking. What are we talking about?
I don't think you're supposed to fall asleep.
I'm trying to get Hicks on, but he won't take a hint.
The world is spinning.
Yeah.
Good. Isn't it supposed to? You know, slowly spin?
Well, it doesn't spin slowly, but it just feels like it because it takes so long to go around.
My shit's spinning fast.
Very slowly around the equator or whatever it is.
The equinox.
Phil thinks that the world is flat.
The vernal and something double. Who's vernal? Why does he get an equinox named after him, the little twit?
That twatch.
Oh, yeah. Why is he so special? I know a Vern, but I don't know a Vernal.
Phil Seitz thinks the world is flat. Email him and Twitter him with your anger.
Stab him.
That's a bit harsh, but all right.
Well, it's roundish flat.
All right, back.
Oh, this is the third time he's gone off to go wherever he's going off to go.
I have to pee. I've been drinking a lot of cola and whiskey.
He broke the seal, so this is what happened.
That's right.
Oh, I did that. We let the dogs out at midnight. That was an hour and a half ago.
The seal is broken.
The seal is broken. The dragons are released. Wait, isn't that out of Revelation, right? Something like pestilence is supposed to be released upon the earth now or something?
Something like that. I didn't read the Bible.
something about this one of the seals broke and then disease or whatever. Why is Zuckerberg on my Facebook feed? Go away.
Stab him. Oh, wait.
I don't follow him. I don't, that's why I don't post much stuff to Facebook anymore, because he just uses it to sell ads. He makes money off of my pictures.
Yeah. I don't do anything on Facebook because I don't care.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's 5 hours ago. Well, why is that coming up in my feed now? Danielle posted that 5 hours ago. Why do I care? But I'll like it anyway.
I don't care. Thumbs up.
Yeah. Well, it was the Q&A stuff before, they started their broadcast. So, but yeah, I don't know if I meant to ask Nick, but he got off too quickly before I could. If he reminded her who we were, well, who the WCBS was, but I guess not, because he had the shirt on, but it was like people didn't know what he was talking about. So, because was I the only one wearing a WCBS shirt in Atlanta? I thought one of you guys had something.
You had the Schlocktoberfest shirt on, I think, didn't you?
Yep.
I think I had the World Class Bullshitters t-shirt on.
I think the same one that Nick was wearing tonight. You had the GTA one?
I don't have the GTA one. I had the original one.
Oh, just the logo thing?
Yeah, I haven't bought the GTA one yet.
Yeah, Kendo has the GTA one. In one of our early podcasts, he held it up and we went through all the... Because when we first started recording the Fancast, we were doing it with video. And what was nice about it, it was easier to separate the audio, and it was actually easier to replace the video. But then once we had Reality's Frank on, it just wasn't. He didn't have enough bandwidth. It would gargle too much, so we went just the audio, kind of like we are now.
For the first episode of WCBS, we had the video on, and audio kind of took a hit from that.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Weird. It was weird because I was listening to it recently, and if you listen with headphones, Jeff talks out of the left ear.
Right. Yeah.
And everybody responds out of the right ear, and it was really awkward.
Yeah. 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 I noticed that, and apparently there's also a couple of episodes there have never made it on YouTube because it kind of goes like 1, 2, 3, 6 or something like that.
Yeah, some of them were really fucked up.
Yeah. So what happened on those episodes? It was just that they got garbled, or was this the topics were so screwy that you guys didn't want to release it?
I think just the audio got fucked up because one time we caught it while we were trying to record, and it was like, well, we've been talking for the past hour, but we haven't been recording because it didn't start. Oh, really?
Oops.
Well, lottie fucking da. Guess we're starting over, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, Jeff said he has is it an external recorder he uses? I think.
I think so. Yeah. But but during that time it was needing to update, so it wouldn't record until he updated it.
Oh.
So I kind of fucked it up.
Right. Because I know he doesn't have a great computer because he talks about it now a lot. So.
Yeah. I think when Black Friday rolls around, he plans on getting a new one.
Right. Well, that's part of what he's talking about doing with the Patreon stuff. I know he's done a couple other videos. He did when the stuff was at the museum center, the Star Wars costumes and all that. It was an interesting video.
Yeah, he did that one. That was pretty cool.
So, and then he went to the stores. That's one of the ones that I think is really interesting because he does say in the video that he talked to people in the stores, and then people are complaining in the comments like, "How do you know that they don't get?" It's like he told you he talked to the people in the frickin' stores.
I was there with him one time. He was straight up talking to guys like, "Yeah, it's not selling anymore.
Yeah,
no one ever picks them up anymore."
All right. Well, I thought it was interesting was like a week or two after he posted that video that it was a New York Post, I think, had an article about the exact same topic of how toy sales were crapping out, and they were saying that Star Wars was the big reason it was kind of pushing down everything down. So I was like, yep, vindication.
Yeah, well, people are stupid.
Emotionally gutted.
Very
Emotionally gutted.
I think Kendo came back, or somebody's mumbling.
I'm back.
So, yeah. Anyway, but getting back to it, one of the reasons we got on was the Frankenthug thing, and then now I've learned that I shouldn't be talking about Strip Club Massacre at all. That kind of makes me not want to watch it again on Amazon.
Nope.
Yeah, so that really sucks, because that sounded like a great partnership between Nick and what's his nuts, and Nick had the kind of the base concept and the title, and there's a pretty good video about how they came up with everything. And to hear that he didn't get paid for any of that, that really sucks ass.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
That's why I'm glad I didn't pay for the ticket when I saw the premiere.
I paid.
Don't ask me how, but me and Jeff got in, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, here you go. This is the theater, guys. Oh, I'm glad you guys had a great time. Thanks for watching the movie. Thanks for the support." It's like, we didn't fucking support anything.
Well, no one asked to me. I just walked in. No one asked to see anything. I don't. Did you guys get asked for a ticket?
No.
No, I didn't either. And everybody was hanging around the bar, and see, I just walked. I don't know if you heard this, but so when I walked in the lobby, Nick was talking to a couple of people, I don't even know who, and so I recognized Nick, and I just walked right up to him, interrupted him, say, "Hey, Mr. Nick, how's it going?" and shook his hand, and he looked at me, and about, I don't know, a few seconds, I think he realized who I was, and said, "Yeah, the guys are up there." And so then I walked through that crowd that was at the bar, and Jeff was sitting in the seat, and you guys were standing around, and Phil looked at me like, "Who's this moron?"
Jeff looked at you and went, "Schlocktoberfest. I know who this is."
Right. So I didn't even see him in the chair, and he says, "Hey, Mr. Lake." There he was, drinking the wine.
The whole time, like after the movie, me and Jeff were just like, "I guess we pay them when we leave," and then we just walked out and fucking didn't care.
Right. That's funny. Because I had a printout of my ticket, but no one asked to see anything. Nothing. It was very odd.
It's a weird way to make money. Let's not make them pay for the ticket, and let's not see if they have a ticket.
Right. So, but we had a good time afterwards in whatever restaurant that was a couple blocks away. And y'all gave me a lift back to my hotel.
That was a fucking fun ride, wasn't it?
Yeah. Phil was I thought he was within seconds of smacking both Nick and I. Because Nick was
what
getting
the
on
fuck were you two saying to him? I don't even remember anymore.
Well, so I had Waze up telling me, because he missed the first turn, and then he missed the second turn, he missed the third turn. I'm like, oh my God, we're going to die. Because, we were all wasted. And he may have been the less of us, I don't know. And
Phil, with his 3 shots of Jaeger?
Well, he had 3 shots of Jaeger and some other stuff. That was just part of what he had. So Waze kept saying at the next whatever turn left, and then Phil would repeat everything Waze would say.
and then Nick would repeat it also.
Right.
It's like,
well, not Phil.
God.
Nick, yeah, Nick would repeat to Phil what everything Waze was saying, and then Phil said, "Nick, I swear to God," and I'm thinking, oh great, because he was sitting right behind Phil.
And then it would just keep going.
Right, and then we got to because going across that bridge on the interstate, I think it was I-85, it is actually quite confusing because there's so many turn lanes and there's like 8 lights that are it's really goofy. And so I said, "You gotta stay here."
Atlanta's ass for driving.
Yeah, well, and then because I have driven through that intersection several times because I got up there on Friday and I did some other stuff. And I'm like, "Phil, you got to be here, and you got to do, there, and it's that hotel up there, but because it's like it looks like you need to be in this lane, but then that lane turns, and he's like, I got it, Late, I got it." And I was like, okay. I was like, and I even said, "Hey, I've graduated to the last name only." So, No, but the funniest part of that whole trip back to my hotel was when I stumbled out of the car and I thought the security guard was going to wrestle me to the ground. Like,
Didn't he start walking up to you? And I was
yeah,
like, oh,
it's
shit.
like, what? Yeah, big black dude. I mean, he looked like, I don't know, 230 and 6'4" at least. And he's like, "You belong here," and I'm like, "Oh," and then I had my
He's like, I got the key.
I got a key in my back pocket somewhere. Yeah, and I showed him my card. He's like, "Okay." I said, "Yeah, they're just dropping me off." And man, I mean, it was hilarious because I didn't even, I barely knew where I was. And you unpacked yourself out of the very far back of that. Because remember that seat too, it got the best of me about 6 times because I couldn't figure out how to make it go forward and then roll and then go back and then, it was really simple, but I was too gone to even figure it out. So and then put the seat back and off you guys went. Yeah, that was a great time. I'm glad I remember it though.
That was fun.
It was, and then I think I left before you guys did the next day, and I know I sent Jeff a message about some crappy traffic somewhere north of Atlanta, but that was good times. You guys stayed at Nick's apartment, I believe, if I remember
We
correctly.
did. I slept on a fucking futon.
Oh, hey. Beats paying for a room at the hotel.
Jeff slept on like a little fake mattress thing that Nick had, and Phil slept in the car.
Oh, he slept in the car.
And apparently, it was hilarious because we woke up and we walked to the car and knocked on the window. He goes, "That was one of the best sleeps I've ever had." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Cool. Well, didn't you guys go by some strip club on the way? Because it was something you guys wanted to see was actually close to my hotel. That was part of why you guys made that slight detour.
We went by them, but we didn't go to any of them.
Right. I remember you guys talking about that because my hotel was kind of sort of on the way, but it was only a few minutes out of your way, but it made it closer for those things. So that was pretty interesting.
Yep.
So I did ask Nick. Well, during that, I was messaging through Facebook independently if it was going to be at that same theater, and he said it was. And then somebody asked that in the stream, and they weren't sure if they were going to have it there or not. So, but that would be great because that's actually, it's not a bad part of town. It's not the greatest part of town, but it's not a bad part of town. So
Yeah. Shit happens.
Yeah, it happens, but we stayed on the main drag. I liked the theater. It was kind of like the old school theaters, like you'd expect, with a slight stage, and the screen behind it. And
I felt like I should have been wearing a suit and tie for a strip club massacre movie.
I'm not sure why. Why is that?
The fucking fancy ass theater. I sat down. I was like, "Why the fuck are we about to watch an opera? I thought we were here for a movie."
Yeah. Well, it did have.
And then they kind of just rolled in a screen, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, it was good. The only thing I told Nick about that is the sound. It sounded hot to me. In other words, it was like the volume was slightly too loud. But other than that, I thought it was. I know he was nervous as crap, and I thought he did well. And we'll see with Frank and Thug if when it debuts, let's see if he's a little less nervous. I mean, he's met all of us. Because I think wasn't that the first time you'd met Nick, if I remember correctly. You and Phil both. No.
Me and Jeff know Nick for a while.
Okay.
Because me and Jeff met Nick at a horror convention.
Okay, so you were there too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because and Loudy, I don't think is no. He met him at WrestleMania this past year.
Yep.
So, and then is it WrestleMania next year? Is that the one that next year you and you guys and Kendo are all going to?
We are. Kendo, are you alive?
Yeah.
Barely.
You're going to Mania next year, right?
Is that New Orleans?
Yeah.
New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Well, it sounds like Kendo's about half asleep, and I'm getting there myself. Good. All right. So should we call this a wrap? We had enough fun. Is anything else you want to say, Dan? Other than buy a freaking t-shirt?
Buy a t-shirt. Incarnate-studios.com. You spell hyphen by putting that stupid little dash in between the fucking words.
Yeah, don't forget that fucking hyphen.
Has he been selling many t-shirts? He hasn't said anything. I know for a while he was selling them like crazy.
I keep sending him random images and be like, this would be a funny t-shirt. You should make this.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's done it or not, but...
And I did listen recently to was it episode 7 of Ring Rust? I know you guys have recorded a bunch.
Yeah.
It looks like a couple of them accidentally got put on the main channel, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, well, he uploads on both, so he messed up. Shit happened. Yeah.
It happened. I think maybe it was just episode 5, but I thought there was something else that was up there. But anyway, as I've said on this podcast, you know, you and Phil and Loudy seem to participate far more in the Ring Rust stuff than sometimes on the main show, and so it's a little. I shouldn't say the main show. I should say the pop culture show because it, you know. But anyway, you know, it's.
I know more about wrestling than I do Star Wars.
Right, and that seems to be the recurring theme. Well, it's on everybody's mind. You know, we haven't had another freaking trailer yet. I guess it's supposed to come out Monday. I thought it was supposed to be this last Monday, but I'm to the point where I don't care. But I would really, we got to work it out that I see it with you guys, and I'm going to sit 3 or 4 rows behind Jeff because when he grabs a small child and throws it at the screen, I don't want to be that small child.
I'm the one that'll be next to him. What do you think I'm going to fucking feel? I'm going to be like, oh shit. It's that way. Look the other way. Grab him.
You're going to be like Kendo in that Walmart with some guy from the Ozarks putting his hand in the small of his back saying, we're getting out of here.
That was a rough ride.
That was a great story, though. That was great. And the episode 91, I couldn't believe that. I mean, Jeff mentioned my timeline, but I thought for sure he'd bring up all the times to Dion about how many times I put in there when he was snoring, because there were several snores that were just perfect.
That was my favorite part of the whole timeline, because it's like, oh, Dion's asleep. Oh, Dion's asleep. Right. They say goodbye, and Dion's asleep.
Right, because he had several snores. Because some of the snores where they were talking and it didn't interrupt them, but the great ones were when he would snore when Jeff was like mid-thought, and he's like, damn it, Dion!
My favorite one was right at the end. It's like, say goodbye, Dion, and you just hear Dion go.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was just acting on that. But that was great. I'll put this up sometime Sunday. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got to meet my parents for lunch tomorrow. So I am in the process. I did give notice last Friday, and so I'm in the process of shifting to a new job over the next couple of weeks, and we'll see what that means to me later. And thanks, Dan, for jumping on kind of spur of the moment. I know you didn't see the Frankenthug stuff, but I think there's a recording of it on Facebook, or you can watch it sometime.
There probably is, and I will look it up in the afternoon when I wake up.
Right, and Kendo, we'll let you go to sleep, man. You've had a lot of whiskey, and
whatever. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah. And I have been your quite drunk host, Brain Muffin. And this has been 16.5, I guess, and we'll call it. And I'll find a BBC just because, you know, we like looking at boobs.
Of course.
We're Americans.
And good night. Or good morning.